Hey y'all, fully casual Bree here. One of the most interacted with videos I have made yet was this little short I made back around the holidays. In it, I posed the question, which film had the better soundtrack, The Muppet Christmas Carol or Muppet Treasure Island? As Muppet fans, we can agree that these two films marked a peak for Muppet movies, like they were just flawless, both of them. A duology of peak, if you will. Both of them had absolute fire soundtracks. At the time, I chose Muppet Christmas Carol, but the comments section was overwhelmingly in favor of Muppet Treasure Island. It got me wondering if my opinion was somehow incorrect, maybe colored by the time of year. So I thought maybe I should give this a lot more thought. I'm gonna compare the soundtracks one to one and decide then which one I prefer. A few things to address real quick. I wanted there to be an even number of songs to compare. That means I only chose songs that were featured prominently during the film's runtime before the end credits started rolling. So that means no Love Power, and because no Love Power, that means no When Love Is Found reprise. The Muppet Christmas Carol soundtrack also featured a lot of instrumental and incidental pieces of music, such as Christmas Scat that I'm not including, and also some songs that were recorded but not featured in the film. They showed up on the soundtrack, so I'm not counting them either. Now that the housekeeping is sorted, the tournament can begin.
Round 1, fight!
Okay, let's listen to some tunes, shall we? Starting things off with the opening numbers from both films. From Muppet Christmas Carol, we've got Scrooge.
And the worst of the worst, the most hated and cursed, is the one that we call Scrooge. He goes to extremes to convince us he's bad. There goes Mr. Outrage, there goes Mr. Sneer.
All right, no breaks. I don't want my thoughts to color my perception, so we're going right into Shiver My Timbers from Muppet Treasure Island. Firstly, like two vastly different songs, both open their respective films, let us know what to expect going forward. Christmas Carol, for its moments of darkness and terror, it's a feel-good film at the end of the day. Scrooge, the song sets you up for that. You get some like classic whimsical Muppet characters, each getting a line in. Karen Pell, Red Fraggle herself has a cameo. Please, sir, I want some cheese. On the flip side of that is Shiver My Timbers. It's eerie, it's creepy. It slaps. And they're letting you know, like from the first song, that that's what this movie is gonna be. It's gonna be a pirate movie. It's dark, it's creepy, it's scary. Shoot, both of them are great songs. They're both so different and they're both so... Scrooge feels like a musical number, like a proper musical number, whereas Shiver My Timbers feels like a song that's setting the scene. It's setting, like, the tone. I can sing along to Scrooge, like I know the lyrics of that. The lyrics are iconic, and this is how you introduce an iconic character. He gets a whole number. Whereas Shiver My Timbers, it colors the tone of the movie. This is tough. I hope they're not all this tough, but I think I'm gonna have to give it to Scrooge. Oh my goodness. I feel like I'm gonna get some hate for that in the comments. Make your case, y'all. Let me know if I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. This is all subjective, and remember, this is all for fun. So, let's move on. First bout goes to Muppet Christmas Carol. Will the next one get Muppet Treasure Island on the board? Next up, we've got One More Sleep Till Christmas and Something Better. Let's jump right into it.
There's magic in the air this evening.
Steve Whitmire.
The world has got a glow. There's no such thing as
strangers when a stranger says hello. Like his little at the end. Moving right along, jumping right into Something Better.
If it's weird and wild, let's go and find it. And me.
Firstly, Kevin Bishop, the actor who played Jim Hawkins, did a beautiful job singing that song. Like, those high notes he was hitting were crazy. Something Better is a great I Want song in Broadway terms. You know, we find out who Jim is. One More Sleep Till Christmas doesn't do that for Bob Cratchit. One More Sleep Till Christmas isn't an I Want song for one character. Reflects the excitement of the general attitude about Christmas. It speaks to the audience, like generally how much people look forward to Christmas Day and how exciting Christmas Eve is. One More Sleep Till Christmas really captures that. It's a transcendent song, it can exist beyond the scope of the movie. Yeah, I like Something Better. It's a good song, but I think it's not really a contest. I gotta give it to One More Sleep Till Christmas. Ooh, Muppet Christmas Carol pulls ahead further. Will this next bout be Muppet Treasure Island's first victory? Alright, moving on. We have got Marley and Marley from Muppet Christmas Carol and Sailing for Adventure from Muppet Treasure Island. Let's give them a listen.
Marley and Marley, avarice and greed. There was the year we evicted the entire orphanage. Marley and Marley. Hey.
Okay, that was Marley and Marley from Muppet Christmas Carol. Moving on to Sailing for Adventure from Muppet Treasure Island.
Hence racing with our hearts unbound and our flag unfurled. We're on the way enough to see the world. Little feet try to walk in the air while their faces turn blue. And our wings will always be just like our family.
Okay. Easy choice. It's great hearing Statler and Waldorf getting their own musical number. They don't get that many. And Marley and Marley it's a good song. It tells you about, Marley and Marley. But it can be a little one note. Whereas Sailing for Adventure, man, it gets you pumped. Most of the characters get a solo in it. It's got that amazing, amazing solo from Tim Curry. You are watching a pirate movie. Doesn't try to be anything else. In Sailing for Adventure, it gets you excited to see that. Sorry, Marley and Marley, go back to the underworld. This one goes to Sailing for Adventure. Muppet Treasure Island is finally on the board, but can they maintain this upward momentum into the next bout? Okay, moving on. Representing Muppet Christmas Carol will be When Love Is Gone. Representing Muppet Treasure Island is Cabin Fever. No two songs could be more different. Yeah, let's get into it. She has a beautiful vocal, good golly. She was in some West End productions of A Phantom, Les Mis. It's not surprising. She's got an extraordinary voice. All right, this one's not on the playlist I'm looking at, so I'm gonna have to look up Cabin Fever, Muppet Treasure Island. This is the greatest scene ever.
I got cabin fever! I've got it too!
It's burning in my brain.
I got the cabin fever, it's driving me insane!
Fever? No ifs, ands, or buts.
We're disoriented! Nothing Wiener Schnitzel, Wiener Bar! This one's my vessel has become a floating cycle one.
Okay, you couldn't get two more different songs to mark the film's halfway point. When Love Is Gone was famously cut from the theatrical edition. When I was growing up, we had the full screen version on VHS, so I grew up thinking When Love Is Gone is the boring part of the movie. You just sit through it and then, now we pick back up again. As an adult, I've watched the theatrical cut and it's so lacking without that song. That really is the emotional crux of the film, When Love Is Gone. The film needs it. Fans, Brian Henson, everyone fought for this song to be put back into the film, and it felt like such a huge victory when it was on Disney Plus. And it's been in the news lately that Brian Henson is trying to make that the only version available to watch. That being said, Cabin Fever has absolutely no bearing whatsoever on the plot of the movie. It's never referenced again, except lightly in the scene next, kind of. It's got possibly the greatest lyric ever written. This once proud vessel has become a floating psycho ward. That gets a chuckle out of me every time. It's impossible to compare these two. They're two such different songs. So how do you pick one? Cabin Fever, it has absolutely no bearing on the plot. But then again, When Love Is Gone was deleted. So it's... Am I gonna pick Cabin Fever over When Love Is Gone? I don't know if I can. Shoot, you know, we fought so long and so hard to have When Love Is Gone back in the movie. Muppet Christmas Carol is a better movie with When Love Is Gone. And you can make the same argument for Muppet Treasure Island. It does make the movie a whole lot better. Shoot. How do you pick this one? I feel like people are gonna get mad at me if I pick Cabin Fever, but shoot. The studio heads at Disney at the time felt like the movie could exist without it, and I guess that's an argument for it. Please don't hate me. I'm gonna give this victory to Cabin Fever. I'm sorry When Love Is Gone. I'm so sorry. It's just Cabin Fever is a fun song. I would seek that scene out. People only watch When Love Is Gone in the context of the film. No one will go and watch that scene just on its own. It really needs to be seen in conjunction with the rest of the film in order for it to have power. Cabin Fever, I could watch that clip on YouTube and I still get a chuckle out of it. I live in a world where Cabin Fever beat When Love Is Gone. Come at me in the comments, y'all. In a stunning upset, Muppet Treasure Island ties with Muppet Christmas Carol, but the contest is far from over. Okay, shoot. This is the hardest one yet. We have got, from Muppet Christmas Carol, It Feels Like Christmas, against Muppet Treasure Island's A Professional Pirate. You thought the last one was a fierce battle. Oh no. We got this. We got this. How am I gonna pick this one? I don't know. Let's hear it. Shoot.
Our child will always remember, it is the summer of the soul in December. It feels like Christmas.
So good. Professional Pirate. Let's go.
When I was just a lad, looking for my true vocations, I could have been a lawyer, but I just had too much heart. You'll be loyal and fair and honest, square and best you only.
How am I supposed to choose between these two? Good golly. Firstly, Tim Curry's unbelievable, and as he says in the song, that's his only number, and he's fantastic. You know, he's a legend for a reason, and he proves it 1,000 times over in this song. You know, he makes that song his for lack of a better word. You had like Shiver My Timbers, you had Sailing for Adventure, and then you got Professional Pirate, and you're like, yeah, this is a pirate movie, y'all. That being said, It Feels Like Christmas is another one of those transcendent songs. I could see like a children's choir singing that at Christmas time, and people wouldn't know necessarily that it originated from a film, certainly not a Muppet film. It should be a classic Christmas carol that artists record over and over again. They haven't, which is a crying shame. Shoot. I don't know. Tim Curry is amazing. He's the reason that song is as good as it is. I think I gotta give it to It Feels Like Christmas though. It's the song that convinces Scrooge to give this whole Christmas thing a try. This is really the moment where his attitude shifts and he sees the joy in people, and this song is what sells it to him. It Feels Like Christmas. That's the winner. I feel like people are gonna get mad at me about that one. Let me know in the comments. Engage with it. Let me know your thoughts. I wanna hear them all. Muppet Christmas Carol pulls ahead again. With only 2 bouts left, who will be the victor? Moving on. We have from Muppet Christmas Carol, Bless Us All, against Muppet Treasure Island's Boom Shakalaka. Oh, let's go. Let's go.
Life is full of sweet surprises. Every day's a gift. Teach us in our dreams. And please, yes, please, bless us all.
I hear the break in his voice from where he's sick. That was some good acting right there. Okay, moving on to Boom Shakalaka. So epic. What a way to introduce Piggy. As epic as Boom Shakalaka is, you know, in such a fun way to introduce Piggy. Y'all, it's Bless Us All. We gotta go with Bless Us All. There's some wonderful acting in there. It really endears you to Tiny Tim. It's a wonderful way to show how moved Scrooge is. Yeah, this bout is pretty easy. It's Bless Us All. Sorry, Boom Shakalaka. Please don't tie me to a steak Benjamin again.
Is the contest decided? Let us see what the final bout has in store for us.
Final bout, we have the finale songs. We've got from Muppet Christmas Carol, Thankful Heart, as sung by Sir Michael Caine, and Love Lettuce Here, sung by Ms. Piggy and Kermit the Frog. Last songs, here we go.
Now you and these to me. Now you and these to me. Now to sing your praise. I would beg you to share my day. Beg you to share my will hold you close in a thankful heart.
Last one, Love Lettuce Here, let's go.
Or was I blind?
Y'all, I realized this doing this little experiment here. The soundtrack from Muppet Treasure Island, as strong as it is, it feels disjointed. It's really, really random to end a pirate movie, which has been this swashbuckling, adventurous pirate movie, to end all of that with a romantic duet. You've got Love Lettuce Here, and I don't know if it necessarily feels like a natural culmination to the story that they were trying to tell. You know, it feels like they needed another song, and they were like, oh, we've got this romantic subplot with Kermit and Piggy, let's give them a song to sing together. Whereas with Muppet Christmas Carol, you hear it from Scrooge all the way to Thankful Heart. There's a complete story arc happening there. Like, you could potentially just listen to the soundtrack and that gives you the entire story. It's all told in the music. You know, it feels like a proper structured musical. Thankful Heart, you know, it's this triumphant, optimistic song, and it was sung and performed beautifully by Michael Caine. As much as I love Love Lettuce Here, I know I have to give it to Thankful Heart. It's the culmination of everything. This is what this whole film has been building towards. So yeah, with a final score of 5-2, Muppet Christmas Carol takes it, y'all. If you look at Muppet Treasure Island in comparison to Muppet Christmas Carol, the soundtrack is a lot more disjointed. Like, you've got Shiver My Timbers, Sailing for Adventure, and Professional Pirate. They all have an interconnected DNA, so to speak. They feel like a natural progression, bump to bump to bump. But then you've got songs like Cabin Fever, Boom Shakalaka, and Love Lettuce Here. It's as great as those songs are. There isn't a weak song, okay, on the soundtrack, except maybe for Boom Shakalaka. But even then, that's a great set piece, doing the most to introduce Piggy. She deserves it. She deserves it. Then you look at Muppet Christmas Carol, all of those songs serve a purpose in the film, especially when Love Is Gone. Disney executives that cut it way back in the 90s, shame on you. Between the two, Christmas Carol is a better soundtrack. It works as a soundtrack. Every song is there for a reason, and every song moves the story along. You know, that's what a musical is supposed to do. Now, Muppet Treasure Island is not trying to be a movie musical. It's a movie that has music in it. There are going to be people who disagree with me, and you know, this methodology is flawed. A Professional Pirate lost. When Love Is Gone lost. It is flawed.
But as I have said a couple of times, this is just my opinion. It would be really great if I could get the opinion of an expert, like say an actor who played a prominent role in both films. But where would I find someone like that?
Boy, I don't really have a favorite, because I just think they're both excellent. I love Tim Curry's solo song, Treasure Island. I think they're not comparable, really. So, but if I had to choose one, and to take to the desert island, it would probably be Christmas Carol, but I'd be happy either way.
Yes, I teared up as soon as he said hello. Yes, my heart is full. Yes, my inner child is partly healed.
If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. If you would like to see more of this, please consider hitting that little subscribe button down there. Happy Christmas, happy pirating. I'll see y'all real soon. My beloved Kermit the Frog headphones. Can't get these anymore. I've tried. Check it out. So stylish. It's easy being green.
Sailing for adventure on the big blue wet thing.
Skip, 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 skip.
5 gigs.
Skip. Skip.
Another read is at the midnight buffet.
It's a good life for April.
Both of them, oh, bangs are out of control. Too much hair acting. And I'll see y'all real soon.
La la la, I did it.